Good afternoon. Hey, good afternoon. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey, good afternoon. This is Dennis. This is the Sales Drive Home. As always, sponsored by thesalesdrive.com. Thanks for joining me. We are driving home and we're going to talk about some stuff today. How was your day? Wednesday. Downhill from here. Hope it's a downhill slide for y'all. Hope it's sliding into the weekend. Got some stuff set up. Got appointments going. Got it all. So today I was going to talk about, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics. Just sales in general. Today I was training some BDC reps on what to say on the phone. We were going over one of my things, we're going over some phone scripts, and these were new, as a new BDC rep, and he was involved, and so I wanted to make sure that we covered the basics. So we covered that basic phone script, and I was talking, and it's so fun to train new BDC reps on phone scripts, because they're when you read through it, it's so counterintuitive, and but you just got to have faith. You got to have faith, and you got to say the words, and you can't change the words, because if you change the words, you change the meaning, and so it was all good. But one of the things that I like to do when we're talking about, when I'm training somebody on phones and phone activity and making phone calls, I like to go all the way back to the beginning and talk about sales. Because really, what is sales? See, there's a couple of things that you have to consider there. There's sales, the noun, and then there's selling. And so sales is defined as simply, the exchange of currency for a good. So I'm trading you some currency, you're going to give me something good. But I like to think of it a different way. When I'm defining sales and selling, I don't care about the noun and the verb part of it. To me, it's all a verb. To me, it's all active selling, right? Active sales. So what's that definition? I've heard a couple of good ones that I really like. And then I've just got one that's just stuck in my head, and it's stuck in my head for years. And it is that sales is acting. And so when you're on the phone, or you're on the floor with the customer, or you're on the lot with the customer, or you're in your showroom with the customer, you're acting. And I like to use an example. You go to the movies. Well, back when you could go to the movie, right? But you go to the movies and you see the actors, and they come in, and all the actors, there's a scene that they're doing together. There's a bunch of actors, and all the actors are high energy. They're giving their lines, and it's all active, and they're high energy. And then one of the actors, delivers his line. And it's like, yeah, I know what y'all are talking about. And there's no energy. Because the night before, his wife left him. The night before, he went out and he's hung over. And so he comes into work the next day and he does his scene, and he just doesn't deliver. Well, you don't see that in a movie, do you? You know why? Because there's a director. There's somebody right there saying, whoa, cut. Bro, what are you doing? Oh man, my wife left me last night. I got drunk last night. I'm all hung over, and that's not part of a movie. It doesn't matter, because what happened on the outside of the set is outside the set. The same thing in sales, the same thing when you're on the showroom floor, the same thing when you're in front of a customer, or when you're in front of somebody on the phone. What happened outside yesterday? What happened last night? What happened this morning? What happened with your last scene with another customer? None of that matters. You've got to deliver your lines with enthusiasm, with power, with belief, conviction. So, if you think of sales and you think of it, sales is acting, man, that's all it is. Another definition that somebody bounced out there, I don't know where it came from, but sales is the transference of excitement from the salesperson to the customer. I like that one too, because think about it. Isn't that what it's all about? If you're low energy, and everybody's got different personalities. So, maybe you are low energy. Maybe that's just you. But when you're in front of a customer and the situation calls for it, you got to be excited. You got to be out there, man. You got to be on the edge. If somebody doesn't tell you to calm down once in a while, man, you got to push it, because you're trying to transfer the excitement about your product, about your service, about your company. You're trying to transfer that excitement that you feel every day when you go to work. You're trying to transfer that to your customer. So if you just can remember that sales is acting, and if you think of that further and say, man, I'm on set right now. I'm on the stage. It reminds me a little bit of Chevrolet ties in, or they used to, I don't think they really do this much anymore, but they used to tie in with the Disney Institute. You used to go to Disney training, and they had Disney training, and they talked about being on stage and off stage. The on stage part of what you do is all about what you do. That's what it is. The on stage persona that you're portraying to people is all about what you're selling, what your service provides, all of that. And when you're off stage, man, you can be whatever you want. When you're off stage, when you're not on set, then yeah, you're depressed, you're hungover, whatever it is, that's fine. But when you're on stage, you're on stage. So, I just love it. I completely filled up a bunch of whiteboards today at work doing training, and I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I was going to take some pictures, but there's a lot of scribble on there that you wouldn't understand. Sometimes I'll record that training session that I do, but I love it. I love training salespeople. I love training BDC people, talking about how to be on the phone, how to be present on the phone, how to be involved, how to be active in everything that we do. So, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Just a quick side note. Yesterday, I did an awesome video, man. It was unbelievably awesome. And then I got home and it looked awesome, but I didn't get any videos, so I didn't post anything yesterday. My bad. I didn't check the little button to say, hey, record. So I hope you hear this today. I think you did. I tested it a couple of times. Thanks for joining me. Email me suggestions, comments, whatever. Dennis@thesalesdrive.com. Dennis@thesalesdrive.com. Oh, I forgot. Tomorrow I got to talk about my sign on my truck. We'll talk about my sign on my truck. Don't let me forget. So thanks for joining me. Again, my name is Dennis. It's been a pleasure. Peace. GoPro, stop capture.